Will Manchester United continue their hot run of form at home against Aston Villa? We will find out this weekend, but first let's talk some tactics. So we had a tactical video go up on Full Time Devils. Make sure to go over and check that out. But I'm going to discuss what I reiterated on there and go into a little bit more detail about what Aston Villa can do to counteract Manchester United. So first, let's talk about Manchester United's formation that they had against Liverpool. That 4-1-4-1 formation that works so well. And what will happen against Aston Villa if they play the same game plan is they'll find a lot more space. Because Aston Villa, if you take, for instance, their attack against Sunderland, they would throw their fullbacks forward. They are not scared. Tim Sherwood has got them kind of fearless when they're going into attack because they get the ball wide quick, but they also leave gaps in this area. And what will happen is if you've got guys like Herrera, which he did against Liverpool, is you'll find those gaps quick. So what I imagine for Manchester United, as I talked about in Full Time Devils, the ball happens to go wide and the fullback is outnumbered. Draw across Michael Carrick because he is working well with Herrera, who will drop in here, provide that cover. And if Fellaini links up in there, he'll provide that balance. I always talk about it, pressure, cover and balance. Make sure that someone is in the midfield so there's no gaps, because when Fellaini was in that midfield too, with Blin, what would happen is they would be caught like this. Fellaini would come across and there's all this space in here to exploit. But with Herrera in there, the three of them are working well. Herrera works in, Fellaini picks up, and that will allow Mata to sit in this area. And I understand that Manchester United will win the ball in times, and it's all about getting it up there rapid. The goal against Liverpool was a perfect example of picking someone's pocket in the middle, getting it wide, right into Juan Mata's feet, and a great finish. That is what Manchester United need to do, because Aston Villa, if they are smarter, they won't throw their fullbacks forward as much, but I do imagine the likes of Alan Hutton, who has got an engine on him, he loves to get forward. You can utilise that against Aston Villa, find those wide areas quick. But Aston Villa have got some tricks up their sleeve as well, because they're called two of the biggest strikers in the Premier League, two of the strongest strikers in the Premier League, Gabi Agbonlahor and Benteke, and both of them like to push right into the box. They understand that when they get it into feet, their one objective is to get it wide, spin, get in the box. Sunderland fell victim to this for 4 of the goals. The ball came wide, early cross into the box, and there was the big man Benteke and Agbonlahor picking it up into the box. If they do that from an early basis, I think that if they catch one against Manchester United, it could be an interesting game, because Aston Villa are a rejuvenated team under Tim Sherwood, and they're no mugs. And going to Old Trafford, they understand it, as well as Manchester United trying to play for top 4. Aston Villa are playing to avoid relegation, which is something that just will not be acceptable to the Aston Villa fans. So it's an interesting game. My predictions are a 2-1 victory for Manchester United at home at Old Trafford. So make sure to continue the conversation. Comments in the section below. Make sure to stay tuned to TYT Sports for plenty more tactical analysis. Thanks again.